Hi, this is Lynn from Bypass to a Leaner Lynn, and I'm here with my 18th, 19th, and 20th week update. I know it's been a hot minute. I've had computer problems since I haven't been able to do this. I kind of hate doing it at work because I feel like I should be at work working, not at work recording something. But I figured I better do this. I had a giveaway and I needed to resolve that. So hopefully, um, this will take care of that, and hopefully, I'll have my computer back in a couple of days. It's off being repaired. It was still under warranty, thank heavens. But at any rate, I had a gastric bypass on October 17th, 2017 at Merit Health River Oaks Hospital in Flowood, Mississippi, and my surgeon was Dr. David Carroll. At the beginning of my journey, and I have to have, I can't remember unless I have something written down. At the beginning of my journey, I was 331 pounds, and I had a BMI of 61. On week 16, I came at you weighing, well, I don't know how much I weighed. I didn't write it down. Uh, at any rate, when I weighed in on week 17, I weighed 225.8 pounds, and it was a loss of 4.6 pounds that week. And the next week, I was 223 pounds. So on week 18, I lost 2.8 pounds. On week 19, I was 220.6 pounds, and that was a loss of 2.4 pounds. And this week, well, I hit my second stall. When I weighed in this morning, I was 221.0 pounds, so that was a gain of 0.4 pounds. I don't think I did anything wrong. I have been sick for 2 weeks with bronchitis and a sinus infection, and I've been on antibiotics and been taking steroids because the bronchitis has got my asthma going. And so, the steroids by themselves are pretty bad about, causing weight gain. So my eating has been pretty clean. I've had a few things I probably shouldn't have had. Some potato chips this past Saturday, but it wasn't but a handful, really. But mostly, I'm eating clean. I have managed to most days get my calorie count up. I've been hitting around 900. Probably not going to do that today because I've been kind of puny today with eating. I made my shake this morning and I just didn't like it and only drank half of it. And just been one of those lives. This week has been awful. But let me finish my update. At any rate, I have lost 58 pounds since surgery. And since the beginning of my journey, I have lost 110 pounds. And I mean, that's pretty awesome. I'm disappointed about this week. I really wanted to lose more, of course. Well, I wanted to lose something. I didn't really want to gain 0.4 of a pound. But like I said, I don't think it's anything I did. I think it's just, the steroids and the medicine I've been taking. And I've started a new medication for IBS. And so, that may have had something to do with it. I don't know. But, you're going to have a stall now and again. They are a part of this journey. They just are. Our bodies have to sometimes adjust to all the weight we're losing so rapidly. So, that it is what it is. And nobody wants to have a stall, but we're going to whether we want to or not. So I did. I did do my measurements at the beginning of this month. Um, so here's what they were. My bust was 43 inches, which was minus 1 inch from my previous measuring in February 2018. My Under my bust, I was 36.25 inches, and that was a loss of 3/4 of an inch. My waist was 39 inches, and that was a loss of 1 inch since last month. My hips were 49 inches, and that was a loss of 2 inches since last month. Um, my left thigh was 26 inches, which was a loss of 2 inches since last month. And my right thigh was 26 inches, and that was a loss of one inch from last month. My left calf was 18 inches, and that was a loss of 1/4 of an inch. And then I was 17.5 inches on my right calf, and that was a loss of 1/2 inch. And my neck was 14 inches, and that was a loss of 1/4 of an inch. So the total that I've lost from last month for the things that I measure, I don't do my arms because I can't do them with just me, and I don't have anybody else to help me, and I hate to go get somebody to do it for me, so I don't do it. But at any rate, since last month, I have lost 8.75 inches. And in total, since I started measuring in November, I don't know why I didn't start before then, since my surgery was in October, and you would have thought I'd have done it when I first started my journey, but I didn't. But at any rate, since November, I have lost a total of 39 inches. So that's pretty good. I'm getting skinnier. So that's encouraging. I also wanted to kind of give you an idea of what I'm eating. I don't know how to edit, so once I start recording, it either finishes or we start over because if I get interrupted, which hopefully I won't. I've already been interrupted twice, so it could happen again. But at any rate, I just have my printout and it's from yesterday. This is what I ate yesterday, and like I said, my last couple of days, my calories haven't been quite as much. Well, actually, they weren't too shabby yesterday. For breakfast, I had a coffee with creamer, with 1 teaspoon of creamer and fat-free Ready Whip. I have gotten hooked on the Ready Whip. It's like, let's squirt some in the coffee. Want some? But I figure it's only 5 calories for 2 tablespoons, so it's well worth it. And then for breakfast yesterday, I had a caramel macchiato smoothie, and I always put fiber in my smoothie. It was a total of 280 calories. Oh, the coffee was 17 calories, so it wasn't very much. But the caramel macchiato smoothie, and the way I make my smoothies is I use Syntax Nectar protein powder, and it's got like 24 grams of protein. I add a 1/2 cup of yogurt, of plain yogurt to that to give it a nice richness. I add my fiber supplement. I have been putting chia seeds in it, and I just decided I just don't really care for the chia seeds in my smoothie. So If I'd have had it today, it would have only been 221 calories, but I had it yesterday, and I had a tablespoon of chia seeds in it, so it was 280 calories. It had 22 grams of carbs, it had 5 grams of fat, 40 grams of protein because the chia seed has protein. The Greek yogurt, of course, has protein, and then, of course, the protein with the protein powder. 8 milligrams of cholesterol, 219 milligrams of sodium, 3 grams of sugar, and 17 grams of fiber in that drink. So it had a lot of fiber, and I need it because I'm having troubles with that aspect in my life. And so my breakfast altogether was 297 calories. For lunch, I had made a shrimp stir fry several days ago, and then I always just package it up to have for lunches and suppers and stuff like leftovers, basically. In fact, that's kind of how I do my meal prep. I cook on Saturdays and Sundays, and I make 3 to 4 meals, and then if there's any left over, I put some up in the freezer for a later meal, when I want to just take something out. But I make 3 or 4, and then I'll have one for lunch and one for dinner, and then I'll swap it the next day and have the other one for lunch and the other one for dinner. And so that'll take me through several days of eating. I usually eat out on Wednesdays with a friend, and she's pretty good about going to places where I can find food that I can eat. But at any rate, several days ago, I made a shrimp stir fry, and it turned out really good. I kind of just did it from what I felt like, and it had zucchini and of course shrimp because it was a shrimp stir fry, and I had onions, and I put bean sprouts in it, and I used some fish sauce and some I didn't use real soy sauce. I used some kind of amino. It tastes like soy sauce, but it's supposed to be healthier. And just a bunch of stuff. And one serving of that is 86 calories with 8 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fat, 11 grams of protein, 90 grams of cholesterol, 375 milligrams of sodium, 3 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of fiber. And with that, I had riced cauliflower instead of real rice. And that was like 10 calories and 2 grams of carbs, no fat, 1 gram of protein. I was surprised cauliflower had protein in it. 10 grams of sodium, 1 gram of sugar, and 1 gram of fiber. And that meal was a total of 96 calories. For dinner, I had a salad, and then on Wednesday night, I had gone with my friend to a place called Fernando's. It's a Mexican restaurant, and I ordered off the light side, and it was chicken breast, and it comes with rice, but I don't really care for rice that much, and I try to avoid it, so I got refried beans with it instead. And so these were leftovers from that meal. And so I had just a salad with it that I made with tomatoes and cucumbers. The refried beans were 100 calories because they were a lot because these weren't the fat-free ones. But I love me some refried beans, so I didn't mind spending those calories. And then I had had 2 ounces of the grilled chicken. And so that meal was 184 calories altogether. The grilled chicken had 11 grams of protein, protein, and it had a great. Did you know chicken's got one carb in it? Who knew? Of course, no fiber, sugar. I don't know why it has that. 55 milligrams of sodium. The refried beans had 18 grams of carb, 1 gram of fat, 6 grams of protein, and 540 milligrams of sodium, 1 gram of sugar, and 5 grams of fiber. And the salad had 7 carbs, 1 gram of protein, 10 milligrams of sodium, and 3 grams of sugar, and 3 grams of fiber. Yay! I got 8 grams of fiber in that meal. So that did well. I also took some Fiber Well gummies for some additional fiber because I hadn't gotten to my 35 that I try to get every day. I'm sorry, I'm coughing. I also had a cold brew protein coffee, which is just a real simple recipe. I use a Premier Protein, and this time I used uh, the new cookies and cream to go with it. So I used one of those. Then I had 4 ounces of cold brew vanilla. And then I just put like 2 tablespoons of French vanilla. No, I did white chocolate. That's right. The Tirani syrup, that's 0 calories, sugar free. And I put 2 tablespoons of that and put it over ice. And it was so good. I love that cookies and cream that way. I'm not sure that I really care for the cookies and cream by itself. It's okay. And I've tried the peaches and cream too, and that's real good. Um, and I usually do my protein coffees with either the vanilla Premier or the caramel Premier. I love the caramel. That's my favorite. But I had that protein coffee, and that was 170 calories, just 10 calories for the cold brew. 7 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fat, 30 grams of protein, 20 grams of cholesterol, 235 milligrams of sodium. Everything has sodium in it. 1 gram of sugar and 3 grams of fiber. I don't know where the fiber. Oh, it must have been the Premier Protein has 3 grams of fiber. I forgot. And then I also had for a snack a Baby Bell mini cheese, the light one, and that was 50 calories. It had no carbs, 3 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein, 50 milligrams of cholesterol, 160 milligrams of sodium, no sugar, and no fiber. So my total calories for that day was 807 calories. I had 74 grams of carbs, but because I had 36 grams of fiber, that put it down to 38 net carbs. But I've been trying to stay under 50 net carbs as much as I can. I mean, if I go over, I don't sweat it, but I try to keep it down a little bit. I had 14 grams of fat altogether, 106 grams of protein, 158 milligrams of cholesterol, 1,609 milligrams of sodium, 14 grams of sugar all day long, which I think is pretty good. I usually stay pretty low on my sugar. And then I had 36 grams of fiber. And so that was my day eating. Oh my goodness, it's already up to 19 minutes. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for it to take that long. Let me look at my list. I had some things that I was going to talk about today, but I'll just put that off and do that in my next update because it's a good little article. Non-scale victories. I don't know why, But to me, my hands look skinnier. I don't know why. I was just looking at them this week and I was like, ooh, my hands look pretty normal. They're not all fat and chunky. And I was really pleased with that. Not a big one. I do have a question for everybody. I got a membership at Sam's Club just here recently, and you won't believe why I did it. It's because Premier Protein is so cheap at Sam's Club, and I wanted try the cookies and cream because that's one of my favorite flavors. And I wanted to try the peaches and cream, and I said, well, I'll probably. And I went and I shopped, and I got a lot of things. I got Truvia, and when I buy the 80-pack stevia in the raw at Walmart, it's like $3.98, $4.98, and I got 400 packs of Truvia, and it was like eight, about nine. It was $9. It was $8.98 or something like that, and I was like, darn, that's $5. That was only $5 more for 4 times as many packets. So I figured that was a pretty good deal. And I shopped around. They had some really good prices. So I think I'm going to really like having that membership. If I buy Premier Protein at Walmart, they only have the 4 packs, and those are $7.98. So if you buy if you get a 12-pack at Sam's Club, it was $12.66, and it'd be $24 to buy 3 of them at Walmart. So, shoot, I think I've already made the $45 I spent for my year's membership. I've saved that much, and so I'm really pleased with that. So I'm glad I got it. But at any rate, Sam's Club has these chips called Parmesan chips. And they've got really good stats. They're like 130 calories and no carbs. They're all protein. I think that's right. And I was just wondering if anybody else had tried those, and whether they were good or not. Because I didn't really want to spend the money if I didn't know that I might like them. And everybody thinks they're kind of crappy. Well, then I ain't gonna buy them. But I just wanted to know what everybody's opinion was on Parmesan crisp. So let me know in the bottom. Hair update. So far, my hair is staying in my head, and I will be 5 months. Oh, gee, Thursday or Friday. It seems like. Let me look at my. A week from tomorrow, I'll be 5 months. So, um, maybe I'm not going to lose my hair. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm not holding my breath though, but I go like this all the time and look for that hair, and it doesn't come out. So I'm assuming my hair is solidly implanted in my head for the time being. So I'm real pleased with that. Okay, now to the giveaway. I said I was going to pick 2 winners, and let's see, I've got them all. See, my little speech is fun. Kind of tells you what I do for a living. I'm at school. I'm a speech pathologist. I work with children with communication disorders. And sometimes I put little things in these little buckets for them to reward them. But for you, I put all your little names in here, and I'm going to draw 2 of them out. The first one will get the most protein bars, and the second will get one less. And I can't remember how many protein bars there were, but I'll try to give you each person a good selection. Please let me know by Tuesday, the 9, 11, I think Tuesday the 13th. And, my email address will be in my information below. So just email me your address so I can mail it off, and once I have that, I'll mail them. If on Tuesday nobody gets a hold of me, then I will know to draw another name, so that somebody will win the giveaway. And as I said, this giveaway was for hitting over 100 subscribers, and I'm just so excited about that. I forgot to check today to see how many I had. I think the last time I looked, I had like 108, and I just thought, wow, 108 people going to listen to me drivel. But at any rate, here's the first name. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to try to mix them all around, and I pulled one out. Okay, Kareen's VSG or Kareen has won first. Okay, I think she's won before. I think she's lucky. Okay, and the second winner is Here's to Second Chances or Jan. I'm so proud for both of you. Let me know your addresses. Get with me so I can send you your protein bars. Love you all. This is the end. I need to get back to work because I haven't been working for nearly 30 minutes. Um, but at any rate, I love all of you. I thank you so much for your support. And I just pray God's blessings on you. Bye.